Story here in a minute, y'all.
As we mentioned a bit earlier, spring break is here for a lot of folks. In this morning's Consumer Confidential, we're going to break down the important new travel requirements and pay attention because by the time summer arrives, there are going to be some significant changes here. Here to tell us more is NBC News Chief Consumer Investigative Correspondent Vicki Wynn. Vic, good morning.
Good morning to you all.
So let's break this down. This is what they call Real ID, right? You might have seen it on your ID, not even realize that you already had gotten this thing. Some people still need it right now. What is it and how do you get it?
It's about to get real, Peter. Congress enacted this back in 2005. It's taken 20 years. They keep trying to do it. But this May 7th, it's really going down.
In a couple months.
Yeah, exactly. And you will need this if you are traveling domestically at any airport in the U.S. The Real ID is available at all DMVs as well as the District of Columbia. And it looks like this. It's a little star in the upper right corner of your license. 3 in 4 people already have it. See, there it is. California went fancy. And you can put a star in the bear. This is Jane Q. Public. Yes, she's lovely. She shows up to do examples for us all the time. That's what it looks like. Here's what you need to get a Real ID. You will need proof of a valid ID, which means your old ID, a passport, anything that has your name, your date of birth, your social security number. We can put that on there to help people understand the documents that they will have to bring. You also need something that shows you are here lawfully. So that could be a passport, your birth certificate, your social security card, a certificate of naturalization. You will also need 2 proofs of address, meaning
that's
like a
hard
credit card bill.
Because everything's done online.
Right. You'll have to print it out
in the mail anymore.
Yeah, you're so right. And that's good that you're going paperless for the environment.
Not looking forward to
You'll just have to print it out to bring it to the DMV.
Personal angst.
Oh, yeah, really. And a surprise to no one, I do not have a Real ID. Do you?
No.
Okay. See, that's great info because there's some things I might need to find.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I'm like, okay, I know I have copies of my shit, of like a birth certificate and shit. Because I remember maybe like 15 years ago, 16 years ago, I remember my mom's like, do you have like a safe or something? I was like, yeah. She gave me that shit. Then like I remember I made a copy of it in case I ever needed to like bring it somewhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm like, where the fuck did I put that copy of it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. So motherfuckers domestically, that's within the states, right?
Yeah.
Oh my mama. So yeah. Any motherfucker that's
right back.
Yep. Any motherfucker that's traveling or planning on traveling, you got to have that motherfucker. They said what, May 7th of this year. So we only got a couple more months before that shit is mandatory, 100%. And Peacock said, I got that gold star on my ID already since 2016. Guess Texas was ahead of the curve. Hey, you better make sure that motherfucker right, big bro. Oh, everything. That's what it is. Yeah, y'all got that star is a thing of significance for the state of Texas for sure. But you better make sure that motherfucker is the real ID. Oh, everything. Facts. You know what I mean? So they making it, you got to show proof of residency. So your motherfucking utility bill, your cable bill, maybe your cell phone bill, shit like that. You got to show proof that you is here legally to get one of these motherfuckers in order to travel in the states and out of the states, 100%. So yeah, they not playing about that shit. So, and a lot of motherfuckers don't know that, it's always been on the radar for the last several years that, you're going to have your, that they are transferring over to that Real ID shit or whatever the fuck it's called. You know what I mean? And it's here now, 100%. The date is here. It's coming. So you better go ahead and get your shit together to where if you travel, especially with these planes, which, like I said, when we did the flying car not too long ago, me getting up in a plane anytime soon, I don't know about that shit. You know what I mean? But I'm still going to get the Real ID 100%. You know what I mean? We do travel for the drafts, 100% vacation times. You know what I mean? So, just a thing to let everybody know that, it is coming. It ain't nothing but 2 months away. So get your shit together if you do plan on traveling by plane.
Yeah, because it could take up to 6 to 8 weeks to receive that thing too. So
yeah, and the DMVs are slow right now. Whatever state you in, the motherfuckers is slow.
Yeah. man, back in my hometown, so obviously there's DMVs and there's multiple, and they're always clogged up in the motherfucker. But then at one point, probably like 10 years ago, they opened up a joint that was only for like ID renewals or like permit tests or like license, like when you're going to get your license, like to get your picture and all that shit done, or scheduled appointments for IDs and things of that nature. So it's like, so you're just in and out for legit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, they don't got one of those out here. You know what I mean?
Oh, my mama.
But
Yeah.
I am an appointment motherfucker.
Yeah, you definitely got to make an appointment at the DMV.
Yeah.
You're gonna be there all motherfucking day, and then everybody and their mama in that motherfucker. So you better have your mask on 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because that motherfucker is gonna be nastier than a motherfucker in that motherfucker. Oh,
You ain't lying.
facts. Bake said, I remember being in a holding tank once, and this guy stole this other guy's Curry jersey while he was passed out. Ended up getting caught with it before he got released, and then got booked into Laredo. His daughter's birthday, and he was already in for 2 counts of theft. That was third one, and it made it a felony.
Damn.
And that was like 10 years ago. Brett was burnt out.
I mean, around where I'm from, we call that a J-Cat. Yeah. He just does some wild shit that always lands him back in there. You know what I mean?
Oh, my mama. Bake said, I have my real ID. It's a bitch. You need a lot of documentation to get that bitch on everything.
For real? Okay.
Birth
I'm gonna text you,
certificate.
Biggs.
Birth certificate from the Hall of Records is like $15 to $20. So I know where ours is. It's right there by the courthouse. My mom, if you need to go get your birth certificate. My dad, when I had to transfer the house into my name, I had to go to that same spot. When I had to get the death certificate, I had on everything. So that's how I know about that bitch.
It's a couple $100 too when you're getting like because I have 4 kids, so I know this is do this 4 times. But like to get the birth certificate the first time too, you know what I mean? Like to register them, all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit hit like a couple $100.
They say not to laminate the social security card. I still have my original one, but it's in taters. Yeah, my shit is fucked up too.
Yeah, fucking tattered to the motherfucker. Yeah,
and my birth certificate because I got it folded up. You know what I mean? But I still got that.
I know. I got my originals. It's in a Ziploc woo-wop. You know what I mean?
My passport, my birth certificate, and my social security card all together. Oh, my mama.
And it's like, yo, I'll just see that. I guess that is true though. You can't just be like, yo, all right, send me another one in the mail. That's like, you know what I mean? That's fucking sensitive shit. You know what I mean? To be put in the mail.
Yeah. Oh, my mom.
Yeah. So that, what do they expect? All right, here's the one. That motherfucker is as old as me then. Damn near. You know what I mean? Now that I think about it.
100%. Peacock said, yeah, I just double checked. This legit. Plus, I flew to Missouri a couple months ago. Yeah, it's for after May 7th. So anybody flying after May 7th, they have to have that motherfucker. My mom's gave me a call, gave me all my originals when I moved out, SSN and birth. Yep, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When maybe it was about 16 years ago, because that's probably as long as I've been, me and my lady have been out here trucking it. You know what I mean?
Everything.
I know. I need like a bigger safe.
Big
like a room safe.
Facts. Oh,
yeah.